There's many different lenses to how astrology works. Understanding Sag and Gemini can help us better understand how to manage the soul and the mind. Our mind, that's how we use our Mercury. The soul, that's how we gain experience. Wherever we have Jupiter in At, that's the energetical influence of Sagittarius. Wherever we have Mercury in At, that's the energetical influence of Gemini and Virgo. Our experience are going to be attained from where we have Jupiter and Neptune, because Neptune is how do we add our dreams, illusions, creativity to whatever we experience. We gain our own unique sense of expansion. It's a soul expansion. Jupiter takes from the experience and expands an interpretation of that experience. So it takes the emotional cue from the moon and then expands that and shapes a perspective from that. That's what makes people that are ruled with a lot of Jupiter wise and have this grandparent archetypal structure to them, where they just know things. They can't really pinpoint every single detail of how they know, they just experience that. So here we have our soul and our soul's path. The wisdom attained from that, the experience, is received by the guru of Jupiter. So when you have a retrograde in your chart, let's say you have your Jupiter retrograde in the 11th house. So you're going backwards from the 1st all the way through the 12th house based on what you've experienced, based on those life situations. This could be ancestral things that you're picking up and you're emitting out as wisdom. You're teaching other people. This could be correlated with astrology, technology, innovation. If you had this aspect, you had a very entrepreneurial spirit. You have a wisdom from within you. You're not seeking externally, you're going within. That's the inner work of having Jupiter in the 11th house retrograde. And you can do this in any other house that you have Jupiter in at, if you have the planet retrograde. I'm just giving an example. When you have Jupiter aspected harshly, that could mean that you go through a lot of harsh experiences, but you gain the wisdom, the understanding of that experience based on how you apply the interpretation. That's what makes Sagittarius wise, because they're able to see the bigger lens. And that's how everything works together. It's understanding how can we work with the mind and gain a better understanding of the shadow work that you might be doing or the experience that you just had today. And you use Jupiter to get a mental interpretation of the experience. And that's how you build up your own unique guru in your planetary system. So again, just to clear this up, if you have Jupiter retrograded, it means that you might do shadow work unconsciously because you're going within based on the experiences that shaped you. You are triggered to go within, to go retrograded into your episodes of life. So naturally, you're gonna have this mysterious aspect to yourself because you've experienced a lot from within you. Jupiter being retrograded is just an example of how this expansion, this mental expansion, could be playing out within you. You're portraying shadow work, you're portraying the inner work, you're portraying everything that deals with going within, psychology, philosophy of mind. So Jupiter retrograded is just an example that you could look at with every other planet if you have a retrograde. And that's how you can build up your own unique gift, because an experience, a harsh situation, a bad aspect in your chart, that makes you unique. Because if you have your Mars opposing your Saturn, and let's say you have your Mars in the 1st house and Saturn in the 10th house, then this could be a good experience because you go through a lot of hardships based on your sense of self, but then you're able to build a public persona based on the structure, the discipline, the work, the routine that you apply. This is the opposing energy that teaches you how to be more self-disciplined and place time, boundaries, and structure on the things that need to in order for you to build your own unique goals. Which your goals, your public persona, what you're externalizing to the world that you hold within you, a talent, a gift, is the 10th house, correlated with Capricorn. Initiating and creating your own unique mental structure so you can build something, so you can earth something from that. So having that opposition can teach you how to place more boundary, structure, and discipline on things that need to in order for you to build up your sense of self and your career. What are you majoring on based on the things that you've experienced? That's a 10th house, responsibility. What are you initiating in life? All of these planets and understanding your planetary synergy is a key to understand your psyche and how to direct the energy, because we all have planetary alignments that distinct us from other people. So even though you have the same sun, moon, and even rising as other people, you're still going to have so many differences within those main 3 aspects of yourself. It's really about understanding to a degree your chart if you want to get deep into the shadow work about yourself. The planetary alignments are cues for you to understand how to direct that energy better and find your unique gifts. So Gemini and Sagittarius are an example of the faculty of mind that you have to execute and build up so you can shape up and understand how to wield your will. When your will is blocked, it's because we can't deal with the situation because we're aroused. So understanding our mind can help us better travel through the mental world instead of getting attached to whatever circumstance we're experiencing. These are 2 mental crutches, the body and the mind.